Disclaimer: the information and education material contained herein is meant to promote the general understanding and dialogue of GAN's processing. Such information is not meant or intended to serve as a substitute for a healthcare professional's clinical training, experience, or judgment. For patients and individuals, such information is not to be a substitute for professional medical, therapeutic, or healthcare advice or counseling. For medical issues or concerns, including decisions about medications and other treatments, readers, viewers, listeners should always consult their physician or, in serious cases, seek immediate assistance from emergency personnel. Prescription information, procedures, and use of medical devices information should be undertaken only by properly trained and certified medical personnel. We specifically disclaim any warranties, express or implied, including implied warranties of merchantability or fitness for a particular purpose. Such information is provided, as is, and is believed to be accurate at the time of its publishing, but it is the viewer's job to evaluate the accuracy of any information found in this presentation. Every case presented is of their own experience, applied by themselves for themselves, and it applies to their case only. Every person experiencing health problems should seek professional medical advice and consult their course of treatment with a doctor. The processes of plasma balancing described herein are a natural process which supports the body but does not replace medical advice or therapies one is already subject to.
It's time for change to move into the real work of the universe. And it's time to understand that we use the matter state to reach the level of understanding of the soul of the man. Now you understand maybe why the Creator has sent His messengers in the name of whatever you have had. Is that they bring the ears, that it can be used when the time of the Messiah comes. They can teach the soul and the message, not to oppose, but by them understanding through those who have become messiahs, to give from their souls to these to elevate, the job is made easy. The school is there and the students are devotedly there. Then there won't be any fight between what they call the Muslims and the Christians. The lamb and the lion will eat and sleep in the same nest. The Christians and the Muslims will sleep and pray in the mosque and in the same church in the name of their souls, not in the name of religion that is used to create so much conflict for the benefit of those who were the hyperactive children. The time has come, the time of change is here. And as I said, my wish is my command. If it's your wish to see peace, the path of peace is laid very clearly. It's the soul of the collective awareness. By giving will create that position of change. No other thing. There is no pen in the soul of the man. And I'm sure once you go into the universal community, you will never see anything written but the balance of the fields of the soul of the existence. Try to be humble enough not to become arrogant in the power that you have understood and you possess. Otherwise, you'll fall in the same path of the church and the mosque. This is what we promised, and this is what we have delivered. We have to understand the operation of the soul, and we have to understand the soul of the man is a star in the cosmos of the universe. If we compare the soul of the man and many of us, 7 billion in one collection, Earth is like a galaxy with so many stars. When we look in the depth of the universe, we see galaxies with hundreds of millions of stars in it. So is the planet Earth. It carries 7 billion beautiful stars, which are the soul of the man. Carries with it soul of so many trillions of animals, plants, and everything else. So if you look, when someone who does not see the physicality of the earth and its content, what do they see? They see a galaxy with so many beautiful lights shining, each one according to their strength, each one according to their position. An infant has a beautiful soul, so has the old man. To those who do not see the physical dimension of this planet, but they see the strength of the field, we are clusters of stars. The human race, every single soul, no one from a distance sees that's the soul of a fisherman, that's the soul of the cosmologist, that's the soul of the president. They all shine irrespective of the physicality. This is the magic. This is what the new science has to bring to man. When we look to our soul, we see nothing but a star in the other souls. And this is the break. This is the understanding. This is what all these teachings are about. Coming to mature to the next level, to understand in the deep space, the universe is the oyster for those souls who serve. Then man is ready to go into space. Then man is ready to become part of the universal community which has been promised. I never promised you heaven. I always promised you the elevation of the man to join the family. And now you have the key. It's you who has to open the door to understand, if I can raise the soul of these people or millions of other souls, that the physical life on this planet changes, then I'm worthy to be part of the universal community. To be there to serve, to expand. To be there, to be part, that in the cycle of life of universe, I become, in being part, I become part of the totality. When man reaches that point, a new dimension in the strength of the soul of the man will appear, which is beyond imagination of understanding of the physical life. It's the gate to the opening of the new life, in a new dimension, which is beyond imagination of what you might call a new beginning, a new cycle, which that cycle carries with itself the origin of the creation of life in the universe and in the universe. It's the elevation of the soul to serve become the key, not a throne of the physical life. The time is right. The time has come for the man to go through this process.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 227th One Nation, One Planet, One Race for World Peace and Justice, here on Tuesday, June 21st, 2022. This is a broadcast of the Keshe Foundation Spaceship Institute Education Department and part of the public teachings in English. My name is Rick Cremond, and I will be host today, along with Mark. And I think we're ready to present today's workshop with members of the Universal Council. Let me get that ready here. Okay, I think we are ready to begin now.
My dear Rick, we have another slide, the introduction first. Okay, thank you, my dear Rick.
Now we're ready to begin.
Yeah, now we are ready. So my beautiful souls, welcome, welcome, welcome. Suswagatam to the beautiful energy of Keshe Foundation Spaceship Institute, to the beautiful energy of knowledge seekers, truth seekers, to the beautiful energy of the universal souls, to the beautiful energy of one planet, one nation, one race for justice and world peace. Here I want to say some few words with the experience of I have, that yeah, there are lots of people, lots of hands, lots of watches, but we understand that time is not left more. I will say like that. We have to understand as quickly as possible in a way. So here the experiences was that if we are elevating the souls, even my soul is elevating, everybody's soul is elevating. So we are not elevating like that the energy, the abusive energy, I will say, we cannot throw that out like garbage. It has to be depleted. So somehow we are elevating by depleting these energies. That was shocking, as we are as evolutionary we have been, as socially we have been managed so much that even there was a shock in my life also. And then came another shock. I thought this energy was part of me. I thought that, but these are the strongest parasite captured me. And when they are gone, even then also I was thinking that was pain. But then my soul said to me that is not pain, my dear. That is the energy depleted. You don't need anymore. They were dissolved in you like sugar in water. So this is what you are balancing yourself. And it will be overwhelmed when you see that everything comes in balance. Just go forward like that, because we are brought up like that, that this is pain, this is suffering, this is that. When this goes away, we still think that that shouldn't be happening like that. That was that, but that was, everything is gone like that. So here is my experience about the energy going, giving a shock, kind of that. But then I understood that is also a kind of love of the universal creator. We have to understand that there is no pain anymore. We have to understand the vacuum is filled with love and care. So here, I will say the beautiful verse, my dear ones. Through the beauty of the soul of diversity of the languages spoken on planet Earth, all souls are as equal and all are creators as they are created in the image of the creator. So beautifully, so beautiful. Thank you. Rick, can we go to the next slide? Yes. Here is the wish we have created on behalf of humanity, on behalf of all scientists, those are doing good and doing benefit for humanity, and they shouldn't be harmed anymore. So it is. So here's the wish. We, the Universal Council, wish through our heart and soul for the protection of all scientists working for the benefit of humanity. We are present, Universal Council. I am present.
I'm present.
I'm present.
I'm present.
Now we can go to the next. There's also one wish again. Okay, this was 5. Okay. This is the wish, my dear ones, about the new era, the new human cycle, the experience of the mechanism. Technology is a matter state, but the mechanism of the universal soul is always starts with love and care, compassion. And this is the wish.
Shweta,
Yeah.
Carolyn is here, so it might be.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Carolyn is
probably
here.
it's a good idea to have Caroline do the wish.
Yeah. Of course. Caroline, my dear, welcome. Caroline, can you hear me? Caroline? Maybe.
Just bringing her in as a panelist, it might make it easier, but her microphone was open.
Hello.
There we go.
Hello. I can hear you. Hello, everyone.
Caroline, you have this wish, beautiful wish. You are welcome to read, please.
Yes, I'm going to read this wish. We wish that the new flight system serves local and global communities on planet Earth and beyond. We wish that the new flight system is common and used as all the other flight systems used today. We wish that the new flight system strengthens and enhances the elevation of humanity's soul. We are present, the Universal Council and the Support Universal Council.
I am present.
I'm present.
I'm present.
Yes. This another wish. So much wishes, my dear. Heart is full of wishes. Moshwe, can you read the wish, my dear? This is a beautiful wish. Yeah.
Okay, I'll read it. We wish to elevate unconditionally all the leaders, all humanity, and all existing living beings by taking away all unnecessary suffering and end of killing by reaching world peace. We are present, Universal Council.
I'm present.
I'm present.
I'm present.
I am present.
Yes, this is the slide for the elevation of the souls, as we are doing it continuously, elevating. This is the kindness we are doing, the kindness has been done, doing, and will be doing always like that. It is continuous, it never ends. So this is what, to be kind to ourselves, to be kind to all that exists. So this is the 5 minutes of silence, my dear ones, for the elevation of the soul of the 5+1 peace negotiators, the soul of the IAEA, the souls working for the peace in Vienna, the soul of humanity, the souls of world leaders and religious leaders of planet Earth. And also we are elevating the souls as the Italian team is there in Linz for the flight. Maybe they are in the flight. We also elevate them to be on behalf of all humanity. So the elevation start from now. The silence start from now, my dear ones. Thank you very, very much, my dear beautiful souls, to be present here on behalf of all humanity and the universal community. So thank you very much. Salam, namaste, salim. Rick, can we go to the next slide? Here, is Azhar available for now? Can she talk about this? About the beautiful village of... Okay. Thank you, my dear.
No problem. Good morning, everyone. This is a description of the Keshe's village in Iran. So I try to read it for you. Kesh is one of the most beautiful villages in Iran, which is located 35 kilometers from Natanz and 100 kilometers from Isfahan. Let me open this. And it's made of many neighborhoods. One of them is خاک سفید، باقلا و تخته، پاکمه، هنویه، ماهیه، در حمام، گوهر، در حسینیه، در کاراژ، پربار، اسفر، روی قلعه، الله اکبر، لاجه، سرچشمه، مالچون، کربلایی علی و مالچون. It has been unforgettable to see these neighborhoods. Kesh has a mountainous climate with its many mountains, of which Karkas is the most famous. This village is really beautiful and spectacular. We can show the pictures if you like after this.
Yes, of course. So beautiful, Azhar. Thank you for sharing.
This is one of the Iranian knowledge seekers shared this, and then he said he just want to thank Mr. Kesh, and he just found this and I want to share with us to see where Mr. Kesh is the whole ancestral line come from.
This amazing, a village called Keshe. That is so amazing. Well, we didn't know that this is so beautiful. And the name of my Masai, I will say, Keshe is here also. In China there was Kashi, in India there was Kashi, there is Kashi, I mean, and the village, and we are going to be the universal tribe again. This is so joyful, A village is very beautiful. And it looks like an oasis, Well, this is what I am feeling. Yeah.
You have the same thing in India?
No, not so beautiful.
No, I mean in terms of Keshe.
Keshe, yes, the ancient city in Banaras. As you said, about the going of your relative in Banaras, in Haridwar, there is the temple. Well, I will say the ancient building of Kashi. It is very ancient, and I think the name is produced from Keshe. Many names are produced from this, created because to distract, like to make religions. But the similarity is here. It has also this Ganga coming up. There are forts, make star forts like that, and the Ganga is just coming on the side of this ghats and all. And because of the Kashi, which is such a pristine area, very ancient, religious people has used this to manipulate religious system. And so thus in this process, many things has been destroyed. even the water is so polluted of Mother Ganga. But then now in India, this is not so pristine, but still we understand the ancientness of that. This is so pristine, I will say, like crystal, you know.
Thank you, Shabata.
Oh, you're welcome, my dear.
Hello, good morning. It's Mehran UCS Farsi. Hello, everybody. I think that these houses are the new ones. It's not the original ones, but the mountains and water are the original ones. And I think, like most Iranians, they go to cold places in the summer and they go back home in the winter. So I think it was their place of the summer because it's cold in the weather. So they probably go there just for summertime to have vacations and enjoy the mountains and the clean air.
Yes, of course, Mehran. You can feel the air clean. And the name is Keshe. That is the beauty. You know, we never know if the knowledge seeker had not posted that, we would have never known that this a village named Keshe is there. So, even in India, I will say in the mountain region of the Himalayas, people go at that region. The lakes, the Manasarovar and other lakes are also a kind of partially polluted by these religious practices. So this is clean. You know, some areas of the Himalayas and the lakes and the Ganga is clean, but not everywhere. So this is the beauty. We see sometimes in the snow. The snow, you see, the snow is so beautiful, white and clean coming down. You know, like that.
Yeah, in Iran, we have a lot of varieties of places. You see mountain and snow, and then you go some 100 kilometers, you see another climate. It's really very rich in different sceneries and climates. And
yes,
food,
of course.
Vegetables, fruits, everything.
Yes, this is the nature of us, you know. This has been created from within us, and somehow I will say, we are seeing this, we are observing now, and things are coming out like that. You know? At these places, I have been through Ganga, side of Ganga and all, but then the pristine river Ganga that comes from the Himalayas. Now people just polluted the river, and in our way, even people are not. I would say they are not prepared, and those person who are trying to get the pollution out, they were killed in a way. But to see a pristine place, pristine is beautiful. That is what I'm saying. Thank you, Mehran. Thank you, my dear Azhar. Anybody else want to add anything? Okay, thank you. The knowledge seeker, salute to you who have sent this photograph. Thank you so much, my dear. This is the One City, One Center, and it should be presented by Stefania, but Stefania is in the traveling in other dimension or in the moon. So I will say that as the peace dome is here and all the universal energy is now merging with us, these cities should be like that in this peace dome like oasis. They will work, and every person, those who are able to contribute, can contribute in the kindness, in the humbleness, you know, you can find peace in this. Giving is the most important thing, I will say. Even a word of love can be a giving, my dear ones. If you want to donate for this Oasis, for this flight system, you can go to the sales at kfm.com, and you can ask to be in the services like that. You can transform. Anybody can do that. Transform the energies into beauty and totality that we are. I mean, I will say money. You can transform this money kind of psychology into a transformation in love and in giving. That is the most beautiful thing you can do. And in the unified field of the universal creator, that is seen, that is observed, like that. So these cities are like oases because we are we are transforming, and there is a travel going on through the one corner of the bridge to the other, to the moon. And peace has to be understood properly. If you are able to sign the peace treaty, sign it and be the part of this beauty and totality. And I will also say that many of us can do that, to elevate with matter and with like energy. So here are the cities, the oases in the peace dome. As we are traveling, I'm sorry, we are traveling to the dimension of the moon, of other dimensions, where these oases will serve, these cities will be served. It doesn't mean that we are going to be in the big cities, but these cities will be created where the kindness is. And these will be the learning process. These oases will providing the learning, the knowledge, the giving process to understand the universal creator and the universal unified field. So intention is very important. So anyone can go to the sale, those who have the capability to help other in case of money, in case of matter, in case of soul. So thank you very much. Please go to the sales at kfm.global. Thank you so much. Eric, can we go to the next slide? Yes, this is the call to all knowledge seekers. Let's together create the peace dome all over the planet. At Sunday, spray the planet at Sunday at 12 p.m. and 6 p.m. CEST time, and use the plasma water from your cups of life, 1 and 2 cups, to make the plasmatic spraying. And also there's a spraying of souls sharing each other, the love, the care. We don't understand before, now we understand. Sharing is the most important thing. And here I can say that dear Rafael from Brazil, Team Brazil, Keshe Foundation is organizing already elevation silence, 15 minutes of silence, starts every day. They organize this elevation of soul in silence at Wednesday at 6 p.m. CET time. Anybody can join. It's a beautiful experience. You can see your intention if you like, if you may. So here they are, beautiful souls organizing always. We are 24 hours elevating the souls, spraying the souls, and creating the peace dome. But you are welcome, my dear ones, to join the moment of silence to the Team Brazil. And thank you, my dear Rafael and Team Brazil. Obrigado, Brazil. Now can we go to the next slide, my dear Rick? Here is the Mojan, as the Mojans are going one by one. Beautiful. If Andreas is here, Andreas? Okay, today he's not here. My dear Rick, can we show the clip I have posted, the council have posted to you, the testimonial, third testimonial? Okay.
Yes, and what part of that?
It will
You're talking about the.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
It will start from 47 minutes. 47 minutes.
27.
47. 47.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a German person. He's a doctor, a psychiatrist. Dr. Khan, I think the name is. He has experience. The experiences, he was talking slowly, but you can understand what he understood in a way. He himself is a psychiatrist. And we can start now, if possible.
Okay, here we go. So just to recap, this is an excerpt from the third KF SSI Space Travel Simulation Testimonials of June 16th, 2022.
The universe is all the same process. And so you've connected on that level, and now you've made this energy flow. You've created a space gap for this energy to flow through.
Space gap, very interesting.
And this space gap, this opening up of this, whichever structure we would like to say, this atomic mass, we've opened up the structure by a little bit of heat. So when we open up a material, we give it some heat, and depending upon the material,
shall we stop this, please?
And so on.
These are the things which goes in. These things are not edited. That we pick up pieces, so you hear raw as they come out, and we'll listen to a lot of it, and you have to understand that people want to go into detail, and sometimes we ask them questions to find out what they remembered. We go to the next one. I think this one will be interesting. You heard his name before, Dr. Christian Kurt. He's been part of the Keshe Foundation around Canada and Keshe Foundation for years, and one of the things which you don't hear here, but you might see, is the wife of the gentleman we just listened to. The two, there is a brother called, she felt what he felt. The connection which he spoke about. We didn't know they were leaving, and she turned around. It's amazing because I felt what he was talking at the time he was talking at the same time. So for the first time we had the connection of the two souls in the machine without talking to each other. And when we talk afterwards, both went through the same emotion in respect to each other, even though they've been with each other for 30 years. These are little things we look for because interaction with space is for us important. How do we recognize each other? How do the two souls came to be in this position? Let's listen to Dr. Kern, and then we go forward to the next one. Dr. Kern is very long, his speeches as well. We try to cut in pieces, otherwise you'll be here for about 32 and 28 minutes, 30 minutes, I think. So we hear two pieces of it, and then we go ahead.
Mein Name ist Dr. Christian Kern. Ich bin Psychotherapeut, Psychologe und arbeite in Deutschland. Ich bin Deutscher. Und
I am from Germany and I am a psychologist, if I understood in the right way.
Und möchte gerne ein wenig berichten von meiner Erfahrung in diesen Feldern der des Flight Systems. Ich bin hier mit meinen beiden Schwestern und mit dem Schwager.
And he was in Linz. Can you hear me? Because I'm interrupted here from outside.
Yes,
Okay.
go ahead.
He is there with his two sisters and the husband of one of his sisters.
Und wir wollten diese Erfahrung gerne auch gemeinsam machen, auch wenn jeder sie auch persönlich macht.
And they wanted to make the experience personally.
Zunächst muss ich sagen, dass ich auf dem ersten Sessel vor allem einen gewissen Druck im Kopf gespürt habe und dann so über die Augenlider und merkte aber, dass im Körper etwas zu arbeiten beginnt.
On the first seat, he had a strong pressure on his head and also on his eyes.
Und auf dem zweiten Sessel nahm diese Situation noch zu, aber es begann dann ein intensiver Energiefluss von den unteren Extremitäten, also von den Füßen über die Beine hinaufzusteigen.
Sorry, maybe Alfred could overtake the translation because I'm interrupted here from outside. There are phone calls coming in, I don't know from whom. And I then hardly can hear the sound at the moment, sorry. Okay. Good. On the second seat, the energy flow was even stronger, and again on his shoulders, on his head.
Und im dritten Sessel war es einfach nur ruhig. Ich bin natürlich noch ein bisschen unter dem Gesamteinfluss, weil ich gerade vorhin rausgekommen bin aus dieser Erfahrung. Von daher ist natürlich nicht alles sehr geordnet, aber trotzdem versuche ich ein bisschen das zusammenzufassen.
He is very, so to say, flashed from the whole experience, also from the third seat. The energies in each seat got stronger and vibrated higher, and he is still astonished by the experience, and it's hard to speak.
Ich bin dann in die Flight Unit gegangen und im Vorfeld hatte ich schon verschiedene Wünsche, die ich sozusagen realisieren wollte. Aber vom Sessel 1 ab, einschließlich der Flight Unit.
In the unit itself, he had clear wishes and desires, what should happen. And yes, in all seats. He did not say what exactly he wished, but he had a clear visions or wishes in his heart and mind.
War in mir eher die Haltung von mich schenken und die Wünsche, die ich vorher hatte, auch dieser innere Prozess, der in mir begonnen hatte im Vorfeld bereits, war auf einmal vorbei.
Okay, and suddenly all the desires and wishes vanished and disappeared. There was no wish or desire left.
Interessant war in dieser Flugunit, dass ich dann, als Herr Kesh mich fragte, ob ich zum Mond fliegen möchte, ich ja sagte. Aber dann merkte ich, ich möchte eigentlich zur Venus. Und ich bin bei der Venus angekommen, und zwar sofort in dem Moment, als ich an Venus gedacht habe, und habe so die Oberfläche wahrgenommen, die ich als lavaartig beschreiben würde. Das hat sich aber immer wieder geändert, weil das war auch so wie flüssiges Gold, und ohne dass ich jetzt sagen könnte, das war Gold, aber nur so von der Textur her.
And Mr. Kesh then asked if he wants to fly to the moon, but he inside felt, no, I want to go to the Venus. And within a second, it was just a thought, or beyond, even beyond time and space, he was there and saw the surface, and it was kind of like volcano lava there, but the surface changed. And it was also gold, floating, or like golden rivers flowing there.
Und Herr Kesh hat mir dann ein leeres Glas in die Hand gegeben. Und darüber war ich recht dankbar, weil ich dachte mir, ich möchte gerne etwas von der Venus mitnehmen, und dieses Flüssige hätte ich in das Glas mitnehmen können. Es war energetisch, dass sich das aufgefüllt hat, ohne dass man jetzt materiell etwas sehen konnte. Und gleich zu Beginn war so eine Zwiesprache zwischen mir und Venus, wo deutlich war, das ist nicht nur einfach ein Planet, sondern das ist ein Wesen. Kurz darauf hatte ich den Eindruck, als ob ich gerufen werde.
Oh, that's beautiful what he's saying. He then got an empty glass from Mr. Kesh and was told to bring some substances, some material from the Venus within that glass, or he wanted to do that. But especially from that liquid floating gold. And then he felt energy came into the glass, but only energetically, not materialized yet. And second experience was very intensive. He connected to Venus, to the essence of Venus, or to the being of Venus, and surely felt, no, it's not only a planet, it's a being, a cosmic, alive being.
Und flog in dem Moment zu Saturn. Und da flog ich so durch wie Nebelschwaden, und es war ganz eigene Erfahrung, und ich muss sagen, es war so ein Zwischending zu sehen, aber vor allem zu spüren.
And then it's hardly to find words for him to describe what he felt. He was on Saturn then, and there was a lot of nebel, mists. I think it's mists in English. And he hardly can describe with human language or his words what he saw and felt, but it was very intense. Another
Dann
dimension.
gleichzeitig war meine Schwester dabei und hat denselben Prozess mitgemacht, auf der anderen Seite mit den Stühlen und dann auch in der Flugunit. Und als wir beide in der Flugunit waren, kam meine Schwester und ihr Mann noch dazu und haben sich in die verschiedenen Sessel gesetzt. Und jedes Mal war spürbar, dass die Energie sich verändert hat. Und ich hatte auch den Eindruck, dass die familiären Dinge, jetzt würde ich mal sagen familiären Belastungen, dass die da auch zu spüren waren.
And his sister and her husband were also in the unit with him, and they all felt very strong, uplifting, and extremely changing energies. And he felt for himself that the burden of the whole familiar structure was uplifted, and yeah, there was a great release for the whole family structure.
Aber mit in einen Prozess hineingenommen worden sind. Und das war vor allem dann spürbar, als meine Schwester und ich aus den beiden Flugunits rauskamen und uns in die Mitte zwischen den Units gestellt haben, wo ich auf einmal sehr, sehr tief berührt worden bin, weil ich den Eindruck hatte, unsere familiären Gewichte zu spüren und unter Umständen
And when they went outside the units, I don't know, it's probably like a circle, how the units are put there, right? And they stood in the middle of the units. And again, he felt strong familiar burdens, but he stood there with his sister, and the burdens were again uplifted. It was a great release, again, also outside the units.
Indem ich sie gespürt habe, dass das Feld sie auch langsam aufgelöst hat. Also das war einfach, dass etwas ins Bewusstsein kommt, das im Grunde eine komplexe Struktur darstellt und sich nicht so einfach erklären lässt. Als Familientherapeut und systemischer Aufsteller kenne ich gut die Prozesse von Familien, und es hatte aber nochmals eine andere Dimension.
Mm-hmm. So when he stood there with his sister, several very complex unconscious structures became conscious, and he is known or is familiar with the work as a family therapist and working with unconscious structures, but that was a totally another level and a totally other dimension, a much more expanded dimension, and there was release in these structures then.
Also meine Schwester und ich wechselten dann die beiden Flugunits, und Herr Kesh lud uns ein, gemeinsam zu fliegen, und dabei war ich der Pilot. Und bevor wir abgeflogen sind, war so auf Seelenebene nochmals so diese Kommunikation zwischen uns, dass jeder mit drinnen ist und auch, dass wir einen gemeinsamen Fokus haben.
Mr. Kesh then invited again to enter the unit or the units and to fly together, he and his sister, and he asked him to be the pilot, and he also asked that they should he and his sister should focus on one aim, one goal.
wir sind dann auch tatsächlich auf den Mond geflogen und da kam auf einmal eine spielerische Note hinzu, nämlich dass also die Kommunikation war auf Seelenebene die ganze Zeit, also es war nichts zu hören. Und ich sah auch meine Geschwister und den Schwager nicht, sondern es war wirklich ein Spüren, aber ein sehr genaues Spüren, wo jeder sich befindet. Und es war immer wieder so eine Interaktion zwischen uns, dass jemand einen Vorschlag gemacht hat, wo er hin möchte und auf die Rückseite vom Mond fliegen, sich die Oberfläche genau anschauen und diese tiefen Rillen zu sehen in der Mondoberfläche. Also es war einfach wie wenn man einen Ausflug macht und einfach begeistert ist von der Umgebung und vieles halt da wahrnehmen möchte.
And then indeed, or actually they flew to the moon, and it was much more like a game or like children playing. They were all deeply connected within their feelings. They felt each other, he, his sister, and also the husband of the sister. And their thoughts on the moon, or their wishes, were thoughts. And immediately thoughts became reality.
Um es kurz zu machen, am Schluss sind wir dann als Abschluss des gesamten Prozesses alle 4 in der Mitte zwischen diesen beiden Units gestanden und Herr Kesh lud uns dann nochmals ein, gemeinsam zu fliegen und dies war meine ältere Schwester, also sie ist die älteste von 4, die Kapitänin. Und wir sind gemeinsam geflogen und ich war auf einmal sehr überrascht, weil ich sie sehr leicht und lebendig empfunden habe.
And at the end of the process, they were 4 persons were there. He, his sister, the husband of his sister, and his elder sister. And the elder sister was then asked for the last flight, so to say, to be the captain. And he was very surprised that she was so joyful and also, lightful and bright. He did not know her as so joyful, without sorrow.
Und ich weiß gar nicht, was das Wichtigere war, diese Flugerfahrung oder oder diese Entdeckung unserer familiären Dynamik auf einer sehr tiefen Seelenebene, die ich vorher so nicht kannte. Und so war das für mich eine sehr berührende Erfahrung, die durchaus anstrengend war, aber sehr lehrreich und ich habe eine große Dankbarkeit für diese Erfahrung.
And through the whole time there, he felt a deep, deep familiar dynamic on a very deep soul level. It was exhausting for all participants, but in the end it was helpful and healthy for all of them, and he is grateful for this experience.
Soweit.
I think we've seen all from Dr. Kirk.
We can stop now. Okay. This is the beautiful testimony of Dr. Khan. He himself is a psychiatrist, and I will say that what he felt, what he saw, is her sister without sorrow. Maybe we will see all of us like that in a way. And this is an open platform, my dear beautiful souls. Uh, we can discuss, we can share. If anybody wants to share anything about these testimonials or an experience they have, please do. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, Iris. Thank you. Thank you. You have translated beautifully, my dear. Thank you. Anybody have any question about the testimonial? And just we have of Dr. Khan from Germany? Or any question for Mojan? Or anything to share? I mean, we can open for each other. Rick, can you hear me? My dear Rick?
Yes, it's the sound's not the best, but we can hear you okay.
Okay.
Should we stay with Mojan here for a bit, or?
Yes, we stay with it and with the testimonial as we see, we will have presented. Anybody have any question about even Mojan or anything want to share about this experience of this gentleman? Please do, please.
There was one comment in the YouTube from Little John, who says there are other beings on the planet to help and heal the earth. Sounds like he had an astral experience.
Yes, there are all that beings of love. They're always with us, just we didn't understood that. In this knowledge, in this path of knowledge, we are now understanding those beings as we are universal souls. We have to understand each other. That is the way. That is the equality. Maybe you have been in the astral level and experienced, but now we are experiencing in this way, in this world that is uplifted from all that is not, that shouldn't be existed. So thank you, my dear, for sharing. Thank you so much.
Yeah, the only thing comes to my mind is, as a comment, that I wish that we go there to enhancement unit and the system, and we bring back our experiences. So that's the wish I have.
I'm present, my dear. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I am present too. And
Yes, yes, I was just going to say we had Iris with a hand up here. Would you like to go ahead?
I want to comment or to mention something about Dr. Kern's experience. He said he said he is a psychologist and is used to work with conscious and unconscious layers and structures and so on. And for me, it's so important that then it turns to spiritual experience, or we call it spiritual or spirit. Yes, that's what I just wanted to mention, because you can work on so many levels on the so-called 3D level on Earth. But when other dimensions open up, call it awakening or however, it's not often, or at the most of the time, it's hard to connect to old knowledge, structures, or wisdom. And for me, Kesh, I'm also used with psychology and psychology therapy and all stuff like that. But often it's, if you are in a usual psychological surrounding or therapeutic work, when dimensions opened up, medicines, doctors, psychologists say, oh, this person is mad or insane. If they suddenly talk about angels or seeing lights or seeing manifesting energies next to them. And that's the beauty for me in Linz about Keshe Foundation. There, all those experiences are heard. They are scientifically proved, or it's connected. It's a connection from science and soul, and that's for all those ones who were not heard all over the years, or were named as mad, because suddenly a spiritual experience took place, even without seminars or schedules or any stuff like that. It can take place in every life within a second. And that's for me very, very beautiful. That these dimensions open up, they are named, and many make this experience now. The experiences go public, and again the connection to science. That's beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you, my dear Iris. So beautifully explained. Of course, the science is universal. And yes, anybody wants, any other beautiful souls want to add, please do.
Yeah, I think that we are starting to put the feet on the way. We are just a starting point. And I wish one day comes that we all learn how to go to wherever we want, wherever the soul wishes. We go there by the teachings of Mr. Kesh. And we don't even need to come to Linz. We go to the place near us, and we can travel in the future by this technology everywhere we are. And that would be very beautiful for everybody. But I don't think it's very far.
Thank you, Mehran, for sharing. Thank you.
Is it the time for the wishes?
No, I will. If
I
I will
have
share.
a wish.
Okay, please.
Leftover. Okay. It is, in fact, repeated, kind of. And see, because the other time we prayed for Yemen twice. The peace came to Yemen. So this is the second time I do this praying. So I hope this one comes true like the last time. So it goes like, I give from my soul and heart for health and protection of Mr. Kesh and success of Keshe Foundation on peace on earth. For peace on earth.
I am present, my dear. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I am present.
I'm present.
Thank you.
I am present.
Because I think personally, we owe a lot to Mr. Kesh, that he puts from all he has to advance the planet. So it doesn't go too far that we somehow do a contribution also from our part. Thank you very much.
Yes, my dear Mehrnaz, he is a lover. We understand. Thank you. As Mehrnaz has this beautiful wish, this brings the needs and wishes from your community to the Universal Council as one planet, one nation, one race for justice and world peace. If anybody wants to share anything, my dear beautiful souls, please do. Sharing is needed here.
Yeah, if I can explain a little for newcomers with your permission. In each language, there is a line of emotion special for that language in the word. And for each of these languages, there is a universal council. And then there is a universal council support to help the universal council. So when you go to the Keshe Foundation site and you go to UC Charter, and you have the email of all the universal councils of your language, and then anything you see in the society, things around you, your wishes or for humanity, anything in your language especially, you can email it to the Universal Council or Universal Council support of your language. And then they make the wish for what you think is good for humanity, is better, is good for advancement of everything. And that's how we use our soul to go forward, because we have no other way to go forward except our soul, for the betterment of everybody, because we are all the same. There is no difference from anyone, anywhere. And soon we will have more universal councils, very soon, more universal council supports. So there would be more languages, and you can easily send the email and they bring it back to this program, and you just sit there and see the results. Thank you.
Thank you, Mehran. Yes, of course. Thank you so much. And if anybody wants to share.
I'd like to bring up the Universal Council website here, and where's the place on the website where all the email addresses are? I was never really clear with that. So here's the website. Is it under UC Charter or UC Mandate or somewhere on the website? Maybe I missed it here. There's a list of languages, but there's a support contact form. I don't see where the list of email addresses are. Maybe it's in the charter. Ah, there we go. This isn't up to date. This should be changed. This is not correct. Scott Caroline is Dutch UC. Okay, so the Universal Council has to go into their PDF and change it and update it because it's not updated in the charter. Yeah, the charter that's on the Universal Council website is not correct. And that's where all the names and addresses are for the members. It's not on the main site. It's under that little UC charter for English or Portuguese, I think it is. So yeah, that has to be corrected as soon as possible. And then we can put that address out for people so that they can use it properly.
Yes.
Okay, just wondering about that. Sorry about that.
Thank you very much.
Get clear.
Thank you.
It would be maybe this week or next week would be all the new UCs added, and I hope up to date. And also,
well, the website has nothing to do with that. That needs to be changed. Well, maybe it has something to do with it, but you need to get in contact with the Keshe Foundation website administrators to change that as soon as possible to what you want it as. Anyway, okay, let's get back to this. I think we do have, yeah, we have the list here, which is, I think, basically updated, but it's just on the website itself. It's not corrected.
Yes, of course, we will, as Mehran was saying, we will go talk to the administration so that the new emails can be updated as early as possible. Thank you. Thank you, my dear. Thank you, Mehran.
Just a quick question. Can anyone contact their Universal Council member, or is there a scope of issues? Like, would it be only big issues that you could contact your Universal Council representative, or could you contact them on smaller little things as well? How does that work?
Hey, Mark, dear Mark, it works everywhere, you know. For us, everything is important. Whether it's a small, it's a big, or anything. Every bit of a question, every bit of a need is important, indeed. Thank you, Mark.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, it seems like the main members that are contacted have their support members, and that's where they come in handy to take over for some of the detail work. And we also have like Telegram groups that if people come to the UC member, they might direct them to a Telegram group for more support, depending what the issue is, as you were mentioning.
Yes, of course, yes. This way, everything is like transforming. So this is also in the setup to in a way to be. It will take a very little time to adjust the emails and all, and anybody can from anywhere can contact for any reason they have if there is a need. Of course, that is. I want to share something that of my experience as Iris was she was saying that when we consider our when we observe things that doesn't observed by anybody else, and we say things like that I have seen a planetary body behind the sun, or the whole system structure is coming down, or there's ocean. I have seen that for many years, the beings traveling. But I was so afraid to tell because I just, even, I was, if I will say that, then I will not be in the level of the society, the social norms. And I will be a mad person, as many have said to me, that are you mad? You are a mad person. That it was said to me like that, whenever I said something. So many years I hidden in my heart these experiences, but now in this knowledge of Keshe Foundation, I was able to say that there's an ocean, a very vast ocean, and there are structures and the civilization I can see. So that is the way I can tell, and many will accept that. As knowledge seekers, we are learning. So this is what this knowledge has given us, the courage to say what you observed, what you have seen, so that many can awake. I have told many. Many have just a little gesture of understanding, and mostly they are not. They don't believe what I said. Even now, I have said that the flight are going to the moon, and the moon is part of the most vast civilization, the beauty and totality. But they didn't understand. Worshipping moon is correct, but going to the moon is not correct. That they say. So this is what, when it comes to the people, us, without a leader, without anything, we lead ourselves. We have to understand. We fight each other with nothing. The soldiers are fighting the borders. We say borders, they are fighting each other for nothing because they are trained to do that. We are trained to be say that you are a low caste people and you are a upper caste people. This is us we are doing. And all the leaders and politicians are playing with that. So we have to awake. We have to awake from within. This is not madness. This is truth. So this is what I want to share, my beautiful souls. Thank you so much for listening.
Okay, we have Salamia with the hand up. Go ahead, Salamia.
Thank you very much, Rick. Hi, everybody. I have a wish. It's for a special case. It's for the ascension of the soul of one of my dog. The name is Ursulețu. Today he passed away. His heart stopped. He has an infarct I went to the doctor, and we do not know the cause. He was lovely and very quiet, and I like to together to make a wish for the ascension of his soul. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you, Salomia, my dear. We all wish for your lovely being. We are here for you, always with you, always, my dear. All the love, always.
Thank you very much.
Our souls are always present in your wish.
Okay, thank you, Salamia. We have a wish from Hassan in the chat as well. Perhaps I can read it. He says, my wish is that all hearts of the world feel the sweetness of purity and sincerity of African people. All my love from the smiling coast of Gambia.
I'm present with your idea, my dear. I agree completely.
I'm present. I'm present, my dear.
I am present.
I am present.
I'm present too.
And I am present. Okay, we have another hand up here. Let's hear from Katja.
Hello, all together. I feel the pain of Salomia, and I give her from my soul that she can let go the pain of her heart. If her heart is free, she can feel her dog. And from the lady before, I don't know the name, but I was also feeling her fight that she has when she tells things to people who don't understand it.
Thank you, my dear.
You're welcome. Let it go. I had the pleasure to be in the evening, and I had a big sadness on my heart, and I could let it go. And this was the most biggest beauty I can have in my life. I love you all. I cannot say so much more.
Yes, my dear, I understand. See, uh, when Dr. Khan was saying that when he was in the flight, he was with with his sister, the elder sister, and he felt that because he has seen his sister always mostly in sadness, that was another being he experienced, his sister, but in a position of joy. As Mark was saying that, I will read the beautiful message Mark was said, a new beginning for your trusted companion. We celebrate their life. And these are experiences we have had, that the burden of the family or familiar things are going away or depleting. Kind of that. He felt like that. And uh, this is the way we are supposed to be in that level of understanding. You know? And in the soul level, we are always together, always. My father died when I was very young, like uh, um, a kid. Well, I will say a teenager type of girl. But in my soul level, I always see him a young person when I remembered him. Still, I see him as a young person, and he smiles at me. He never talks, and I understand that maybe he was somewhere there. And now, as they are in the flight system, the people are going, and they are not talking about their physicality. They are talking about their feeling, their emotion, their level of understanding. And this is why that the burden that we carry here will not be there with us. Well, I can say burden sometimes. Even a talk of unkindness is a burden. So here in this dimension, we are sharing love to each other. So we are all equal. And uh, yes, this burden going off, um, uh, we feel like, yes, tears are coming out. Tears comes out sometimes. It seems shocking. But then the beauty and totality covers itself, when we understand this. So thank you, my dear, for sharing. And love to you all. To Salomia, to you, my dear.
Like we say, we come from the creator, the light of creator, and we go back to where we came from. Just we are here for a while. And I don't know about animals really, but maybe the soul of the animal you had, Salomia, because of the love and humanity and giving that you did, his soul will start in a better way, a new start with a better position than what it was before. because you loved him or her, and you added to her or his soul. So you can say, I love my dog and I gave him something for his better future, that whenever his soul goes and stays, he will have a better life because of my love and emotion which I gave. But that doesn't mean that I wish you yet patience, because when we lose somebody we are used to, it's always we always miss that person or that thing, that animal. So it's everybody has to be patient. We have no choice. But at the same time, that's the thing which happens to any life being. There is no exception. So maybe we can say it's just because it's the same for every being. But at the same time, you can wish the new life of your dog and send him praying that his new life would be better, more prosperous, more agreeable than what he had, what he was born with. So at least you did that for your dog, and you can send your praying for his new start, because nothing is dead. It's just a new start some other place. I hope it helps you feel more, calmer.
Thank you, Mehran, my dear friend. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody, and my dear friend from India, Sveta, and all people which are with me now. Our gathering love and our soul will help him to start a new life in another universe, maybe, or in our universe. We never know. I had a vision with Salomea, my small dog, who was very healthy and okay. And I have also with him, he was laying down, and he was okay, and I didn't notice that this was a sign for me in my vision that he was laying down. And today I found him laying down, and I went directly to the doctor, but he said he can't help him. Anyway, I give it from my soul to his soul. I give it from my breath to his breath, hoping I can make him to breathe again. And I give it in this way from my soul and all my love to him. And we transfer together our love to feed his soul. Thank you very much. I love you all of you.
You're welcome.
Okay, I'd like to read what Hassan put in the chat. He says, you can fly and meet your being every night. I met back my mother recently, which passed away 20 years ago. Just send the magnet before you go to sleep. You will be attracted to it. We know now it is not a dream. much love. And then he mentions the magnet is your emotion. I think you're on the right path, Salamia, with the idea that you just brought up of giving from your soul to the entity which is past. I think our natural human reaction is to fall into a grief position. It's natural when we have a loss of someone, some soul that is very close to us, that we feel that pain of separation. But on the other hand, when we look at how some cultures celebrate passing, there it is, and how there a lot of even of the American type culture is celebrating passing in a different way, and they call it a celebration of life. For example, instead of having a funeral, you have a celebration of life. And for some cultures, maybe the Irish, for example, they would have a wake, what's called a wake, where people celebrate, and they have essentially a party, and they even put the body in the room with you during that party, and there's it's kind of a strange thing to think about, but that's in some cultures they celebrate that life, and it does make a lot more sense than everybody going around feeling sad and crying. If you were passing and leaving your body and no longer attached to all that physicality, and you see all your friends around and they're crying and wailing and sad, you wouldn't want that. You would probably go, I'm out of here. These humans are too much. And maybe it would be better to have a positive, give from your soul, really deep emotion, but at the same time, not getting into our own personal response to the situation so much. In other words, giving rather than going into withdrawal from it, let's say, or into a grief position or other emotions that we might tend to slip into. As Mark just says, every end is a new beginning, which is a quote from Mr. Kesh, one of our videos as well.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Mark. Thank you so much. Rick, can you hear me? Hello?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. If there is no sharing for now, I will go. I want to go back to the slide of the One City, One Center. I was very quick, I apologize for that. And I didn't ask anybody to share. If somebody wants to share about the sales, One City, One Center.
Okay, before we do that, maybe I can read from Lissy in the chat, and it's more relevant to this section, who says, I need to say thank you so much, Universal Council. Last Sunday were the presidential elections in Colombia. In my opinion, the only one who has won for many years proposes to help those who have less. For me, this extreme turn in politics began last year when in April, May, June, there was a great social explosion. Request help from you, Universal Council. I think this is a great and forceful answer because the souls of the leaders also rise permanently. Politicians all are. I need to say thank you so much, Universal Council, and many souls for the permanent help in this necessary change.
Thank you, my dear Lizzie. Thank you so much for your concern. Thank you so much for your sharing love and peace. Thank you. Yes, here I just gone so fast, I apologize for that. If anybody has some question about one city, one center, or something to ask about sales, they can ask. If you're welcome, my dear ones. Or you want to share something?
Well, I just wanted to, I was very happy about Lizzie's chat. Really, I hope it's so. And I think UCS, that's why we're here. They were just here for making things go towards peace and betterment of life of everybody, every children, every hungry people, and that there is no conflict in the world, that everybody has enough to have a decent life, justice, and happy life, and everybody has as they need. So that's what UCS is here for. And thank you for your sharing.
If anybody have no question or anything shared in the one city, one center, thank you, Lizzie, my dear. As Lizzie has written that the balance in all aspects of daily life is the only way to achieve balance. That is peace in my concept. Yes, of course. In everybody's concept, that is peace. Thank you, my dear Lizzie. And if there's nothing for now, there's nothing to share in the one city, one center, then we can go to the, yes, this is the spraying bit, the spraying of this plasma, all knowledge seekers. Yes, this is the call. I have also gone fast to this, if anybody wants to share their soul feeling for this spraying, please do. If there is an experience with the spraying, please do.
And you can also, as Mr. Kesh said, you can spray from your soul with your group, without your group, when you feel like it. And that's also efficient. That's the thing we have. That's the part of us. That's the hidden part of us we didn't know much about, but now we know about. We know about the ethic of the science. The science goes with the ethics. So with the science and ethics, we can change the deficiencies of the life in planet we have advanced very much from before, to millions of years. And now we need just some corrections and balances. When it's too much, normally in plasma, it gives to when it's needed. And then when it's needed, it takes and then gets to the other one which needs. So I hope that would be very soon a reality for humanity, because I think we deserve it when we see all this compassion. Even the videos of compassion between animals or animals and humans, it's just, I mean, I'm always surprised to see that. I don't know if it was always like that animals could do some loving actions, or is it new? I don't know, because now we can take a photo or a video. But sometimes I see things about animals which looks like us. They help each other, they show sympathy, they show loyalty and all that. So I wish it happens for all of us, animals and plants in the planet. Thank you.
Thank you, Mehran. Thank you so much. Marjorie, if there is no sharing for now, is there anybody wants to share?
Yes, Sweeta, can you hear me?
Oh, yes, I can hear you. Yes.
Well, yeah, just a short sharing about spraying. I prepared a spraying on 5th of June by reading the World Peace Treaty first. And then from the 4th June, Saturday, to the 5th Sunday, I sprayed from, like it was already mentioned, from the level of my soul, not with the material spraying, but just from the level of my soul by imagination, through or for 2 hours before I really could sleep. And then on Sunday, before the flight to the moon on Monday, I sprayed with water, 2 times, and it was beautiful. And I guess it was the days after, a rainbow appeared in my rooms, but not when I actually sprayed, but just it appeared. There was no rain here or water or something or outside rain, but it appeared. And I guess Katja was in the chat who mentioned too that a rainbow appeared suddenly in her rooms or in her field. Yeah, that's what I wanted to share. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Beautiful. I have also experienced that, my dear Iris. We are all experiencing this rainbow, this love, And as you said, that you are spraying your soul, and you are doing it. First, you have done the plasma water, and then with your soul. And we were doing, when we are making the cups, we were so concerned that we on the head we have to put the 1 cup, 1 life, and then on the body we have to rub the CO2 water or with gans, and all this is going on, simultaneously. And then suddenly we understand, now we are not doing the waters, we are doing the soul elevation from inside. And because of that, we have understood the rainbow, the love. And now we are able to spread the soul. And this is the cause. Thank you, my dear Iris, for sharing. Thank you so much. Hello, Rick, can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, go ahead, Sweta.
Oh, I was just telling Iris that we are experiencing this always as we are merged into this knowledge, you know, with the waters, with the soul, understanding, and this is beautiful. And as the flight system is going on, we will become the flight, and we can travel whenever, wherever, as we wish for that. Thank you, Iris. I appreciate that.
Okay, perhaps we should move on.
Yes, if there's no sharing for now, we can move to the next slide. And this is the, we can update this email on the website also, as it said. It has to be updated with the emails of UC and UCS members. These are the contact of UC, email contacts of the UC members, those who are active, and new members are coming. As Mehran said, we will update that also. And you can contact anytime to any of the members. Thank you so much, my dear ones. We can go to the next slide, Marjorie. Here is the key. The path to be humble, to understand peace. The humbleness is we are here to serve, not to be served. The Universal Council. Thank you so much. Salam, namaste, salute, and welcome, my dear ones. Suswagatam to the beautiful energy of Keshe Foundation, Spaceship Institute. Enjoy the flight. Thank you.
Okay, that seems to bring us to the end of today's show, I believe, unless there's anything else that we need to discuss or announce.
This is about
go ahead.
Reactor group.
Well, I was going to mention first Marie and the TV Galactica, I believe, is tonight at, if I get it right, 11:59 p.m. Central European Time. Mm-hmm. And that's with members of the Brazilian community, Portuguese translation, I believe. Or is it just, maybe it's not with the Portuguese, it's just with TV Galactica. Not clear on that, actually.
Yes, it's usually Raphael and Rosanna accompanying Marie. Last week, yes. I think Claudia sat in for Raphael. Claudia will be making her way to Lynch shortly. Dr. Claudia.
Okay, thank you, Mark, for that clarification. So that's available, as well as, yes, Sweta, the Kesh Plasma Reactor group. Which will begin at probably a little after 7 a.m. Central European Time. We're usually fashionably late in that program. Takes a while to get the Europeans out of bed, I think. And that's at the 7 a.m. Central European Time on Wednesday, June 22nd, which is the same as 10 p.m. today, June 21st in Pacific time. So people are invited to bring their plasma replications, and if you have things you'd like to discuss, various concepts or experiences, then feel welcome to attend that group. And it's for beginners and more experienced plasma voyagers as well. Plasmonauts, we are plasmonauts. Okay, fellow
Yes.
plasmonauts.
Yes.
It's that time again for our musical exit from today's show. So first of all, thank you, everybody.
I am now with Salomia, and the being just left, and we are dancing and celebrating. So much love.
Exactly.
Thank you, my dear.
So this has been the 227th One Nation, One Planet, One Race for World Peace and Justice, here on Tuesday, June 21st, 2022. And we'll go out with the flight enhancement spaceship unit video with the music version, as per usual here, the last workshops. And we'll see you all in the next public workshop or in the Knowledge Seekers workshop coming up Thursday, June 23rd at 9 a.m. Okay, bye for now.